So I'm back at Dr. Zavier's. I'm sure you can see it. I have no makeup on. So you can see my terrible, terrible skin, which I never, ever, ever show. But we are doing a TCA peel today to try and get rid of some of the scarring, some of the bad skin, take off some of the sort of surface stuff. So fingers crossed. I'm a little bit scared because I've not had anything like this. This is quite like an intense face peel, but we'll give it a go. Wish me luck.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us. So today I'm doing a chemical peel on the lovely Alicia. So Alicia does suffer from some spots. So the chemical peel is meant to improve that condition by removing surface layers, by improving the spots themselves, but also by improving the scarring, the pigmentation that acne spots can leave on the skin as well. So the peel we're doing today, it's called a TCA peel, and TCA stands for trichloroacetic acid, which is an acid we use to resurface the skin. So TCA, when applied to the surface of the skin, will basically eat away skin layers and it will go down. It sounds quite scary, but it's not. It is a little bit uncomfortable, a bit stingy and tingly, but it passes really quickly. So the product I'm using specifically today is by Skin Tech and it's called Easy TCA. So the first thing I'm going to do is cleanse the face. Now Alicia has already removed her makeup, but we're going to use a special pre-peel cleanser from Skin Tech, which is great to remove any residues of makeup and to basically prepare the skin for the actual peel. So I'm going to put a little bit of that foam on.
It's like having a facial.
It is. And I can see you've got a few little freckles as well actually, which I didn't know you had.
Yeah.
So the freckles may go a bit darker initially.
Oh, that's fine.
And then they will lighten again.
I don't mind freckles, I quite like freckles.
So it will not remove freckles as such, but it will probably lighten them a little bit. Good, so let's give it a little wipe first of all. Brilliant, so that's good. And I'm going to give it another cleanse with Cleansep to disinfect it a little bit. It smells like bleach.
Toilet bleach.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this does on your skin.
Well, it can't really get any worse, so... Well, I don't want to jinx that actually.
No?
Of course it can. But... It's just so far deep into the layers of my skin.
Yeah, I mean, we may need to repeat this to be fair. So once we've done one, we'll see what kind of result you get.
Yeah.
We can repeat it. So it's a good time of the year to do that before the kind of summer and spring kick in.
So how long are you supposed to stay out of the sun? Not that we have any, but...
With this peel, it's categorized as a superficial peel. So I would say, up to 6 weeks. Brilliant. So let's dry that. Now we are ready to go. So what I'm going to do is dab a tiny bit on the actual spots first to get a bit of a reaction on them first. And then we'll go over the full face. So we just use cotton buds and that's the product. So just a tiny bit of cotton bud, dab it in and take the excess off. And I'm just going to start by dabbing a little bit on the spots and you may feel a sensation of itching.
Okay.
Feel anything yet?
Kind of, I think. On my
Tingly on the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you turn a little bit that way.
Oh yeah, now it's really itchy.
Yeah. So this is going to help me to almost do like an extra layer on the actual spots without having to do too many layers on, the full
face.
the full face. So I'm going to leave that for a minute or so.
It's very itchy.
Yes.
It's so weird that you can feel it itching, but you can't like touch it.
Touch it, yes.
That's so weird.
So I just want to show you something close up. So you can see the little white dots appearing. That's where I've applied the acid, and that means that it's reacting with the skin. That's why it goes a bit white. So I'm going to dab a little bit more on some of the acne spots before we start applying it on the full face. So I may actually start with down here because there's not enough reaction here yet. So I just want to make sure we have a bit of a reaction on these spots.
So close up. Sorry. That's okay.
Sorry.
It's for good reason. I'm just not used to it. I normally hide all of this stuff.
Good. So again, it will itch a little bit.
Yeah, that side. It's like stingy.
Burn, baby, burn.
Da, da, da. Is this down far enough?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. Is it filming?
Yeah, we'll do take 2.
No, we won't.
Brilliant. Good. So we're going to start with the full face now, and I'm going to start on the forehead.
Just don't burn my eyebrows off because I don't really have any.
No, he doesn't burn the eyebrows off.
Okay, good.
And so you're going to feel that stinging that you felt on the spots, and it will get a bit hot. So we just go in circles, back and forth, making sure we're covering the entire area of the skin.
Feels quite nice when you rub it like that.
So you can go into the hairline, you can go over the eyebrows, it will not affect the hair follicles. And we're going to go on the cheeks now, if you turn your head a bit that way, so you can see you got the effect of the peel on the spots already. So again, we're going to go over the whole area. And just blend, 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 blend. And dab it in again for the lower part of the cheek. How are you feeling?
I'm counting in my head.
Is it stingy?
Yes.
So from 1 to 10, 10 being your worst nightmare and 1 being really mild discomfort.
Solid 7.
7, right, okay. Okay, well done. Well done, you're doing really well. I'm going to come around there. Let's turn a bit that way for me, please. That's it. So as long as the cotton buds are nice and wet, we can keep going. If they get too dry, obviously we need to dab them in again. But that seems good so far. Well done. Just going to go around the mouth and the nose, and that's the first coat down.
That eye's literally starting to water.
Okay, no problem. I'll draw that. This one?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite normal. That's a normal reaction of the eyes to water when the face gets very hot. It's all about blending everything in. Making sure we don't leave any places untouched.
Oh my god, that one around my mouth stings.
Good. I'm going to cool you off.
Oh.
Cool it off.
Keep recording?
Yeah, you can keep recording. She can cut it off. Okay. So we use a nice big fan to cool off.
Thanks.
Lovely. Cooled off?
Cooled off a little bit.
Good. Okay. It won't completely cool off. You focus on the areas where you have the spots.
Okay.
Right, so here we go. Second coat.
Wish me luck.
Blending everything in.
Feels like someone's rubbing my face with sandpaper.
Yes. Just feels kind of sore, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that stings.
On the forehead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's kind of always a bit of a delay with this thing. Brilliant. Almost done. Just finish off with a little bit on the cheeks where you got the spots.
Oh my
So
god,
then I'm
that's
just
so
going
stingy.
to focus on this area. I'm not going to go here because we've already got a bit of reaction there. Lovely. And that side. And then we can cool it off again. That's it. Let's cool it
Oh
off.
my god.
Oh god.
Ooh, ow.
I know, it's sensitive. Brilliant. So, after the peel, we're going to put the recovery cream on.
Oh god.
And I apply it with the brush so it's nice and gentle. Because at this stage your skin feels very sensitive, like it's been really sunburnt. So,
Or hit with a bus.
I'll hit with a bus. Still sore? Yeah.
Ugh. Can't describe it other than it feels like sticking pins in my face.
Yeah, it's like what you said, it's like sandpaper. Sandpaper touching the face, yes, that's what it feels like.
Good morning. So it's the next morning after I've had everything done that you saw, well, you would have seen just now. My face is quite tight. I'm no stranger to Botox, as you know. I mean, there's a video on my channel and I Instagram every time I get it done. However, this just is kind of like my whole face that feels quite tight. The only way I can describe it is when you have like dry skin and it feels really tight. He described it as maybe feeling like sunburn, but I don't really get sunburn. I've definitely never had it on my face, so I can't really compare it to that because I've never had it. I can see like some darker patches here, which is what he was talking about yesterday, and that's where you have to be careful with pigmentation, so that's why I have to use all the SPF stuff, just to make sure that sort of none of that like stays there. So I'm going to be doing my moisturiser, which I'll show you. They gave me some sachets of like special stuff to go with it. I think it's SPF 30 as well. I mean, it's not that sunny, but still, like, the UV rays get through, so you still have to wear it. Some of the like lumps and bumps that were on my skin are a little bit like smaller, as they've like shrunk, I suppose, or gone down because of the acid. But just in general, my skin just feels quite smooth. Obviously I know that this layer is then gonna peel off because that's the whole point, but I'll just keep you updated. So I'm gonna put the moisturiser and the SPF on now, and then do my makeup and go to work, and I'll give you an update of how it looks tomorrow. These are the moisturisers he gave me. So this one is the really like thick moisturiser, and then this is the sunblock. So he said mix these two together, pop them on before makeup, or just before going out for the day, and yeah, that should do the trick. Right, we are now on day 2, and I swear it looks worse in the camera than it does in real life. Like, it really doesn't look that bad in real life. But you can see like the pigmentation here that he was talking about, and the same over here. It's just like highlighted all the bad bits. This is really weird for me coming on camera like this, I have to say. But it's not sore. I've put so much, what's it called, SPF on my face so that this doesn't continue after the peel and everything has come off. It's not sore, it just feels very tight. So I don't know if you can see it, just sort of feels, it's a bit like waxy, and it just looks like it's got cling film over it. And that's why it feels really tight. But that'll obviously go after the peel, and oh, there's something in my hair, I think it's hairspray, or probably SPF. But that'll obviously go after the peel and after this kind of like layer of skin has come off. It's just, this is very weird, like, it's very strange seeing my skin like that, but it's all for a good cause, so fingers crossed. The other thing I will say is you sometimes can see it with makeup, and you can still see some of this pigmentation underneath. However, it's not too bad. I did have to top my makeup up yesterday, when I was at work, because I was very sort of conscious that you could see it. However, I don't know if it's me being paranoid and no one's like actually noticing. Today is day 4. It's getting very, very difficult to talk now. See, if you see when I try and smile, it's quite uncomfortable, because I can't really smile, or eating is quite difficult because obviously you have to open your mouth, and that's about as far as I can get. So I can't really eat anything big. It's started to peel all around here, and this is the time when I really have to put loads of sun cream on, because otherwise the pigmentation and stuff that's all here will stay and go through to the layers underneath. So I also bought this Origins Ginseng SPF, so it's tinted moisturiser, and I'm just going to pop that on kind of like underneath my makeup every time I put my makeup on. But yeah, there's our update for day 4. We are now on day 6, because it's Thursday and I had it done on a Friday. We are now on day 6, and we are very, very, very peely. All around here, all my chin, and now all this stuff up here has started to peel. So I look like a Cadbury's flake. But I can literally feel my skin underneath, like all around here, is going to be so, so soft. I don't know about sort of like any areas that did have spots that were like here that hasn't quite cleared up, but I mean, it might heal kind of after it's all come off, so I'm not entirely sure. But I have to do my makeup today, which is going to be really, really difficult, so I'm going to try and do that because I'm filming today, and then I've got a meeting and then going to see some friends. So today is like a full-on makeup all day. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to try and, like, he said don't pick it, but I'm just going to try and get off like the tiny little bits so that my makeup goes on smoother. We'll see, but I've got to put a lot of SPF on today because it's really sunny. Good morning again. I feel like good morning is all I've said in this video. However, it's just easier to update you every morning. I apologise if you can hear weird noises out there. Let's turn my music off. So the weird noises are actually a tree cutter cutting my neighbour's tree down, so that's rather annoying. However, I am going to update you because we're basically almost there now. So it's all come off pretty much all over my face. I've got a little spot in my eyebrow. However, I did go out, not last night, the night before, so some of it could be alcohol related, so I'm not entirely sure. There's a few bits like left on here that haven't peeled off yet. All around here is all done, all around here. There's like a couple of little tiny spots, but as I say, I did go out, so it could be that. But honestly, my skin looks absolutely baby soft. It's ridiculous. Like, I feel like a newborn. There's a few bits like around my hairline and stuff like that as well that you can see like just here that haven't quite come off yet, but I am really enjoying the Origins tinted moisturiser because I don't have any of the, I don't have any of the sun cream that they gave me left in the little sachets. However, this has been really, really good, and it's quite thick as well. It's got quite a lot of like pigment in it, so you pop it on and it's kind of like a creamy colour, and then as soon as you start rubbing and it starts setting, it goes into like a foundation colour, and it really matches well with your skin tone. So this is definitely something I would recommend, just as a tinted moisturiser anyway. But it's sort of, when I washed my face this morning, so much more came off, so I think it's kind of like ready to all come off now-ish, I guess, because I'm just sort of like, even if I just sort of brush it like that, it's really coming off. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Obviously you can still see like some of the scars and things like that, which is what I was trying to get rid of. However, I have noticed they are so much closer to the surface, so I feel like if I keep, not necessarily if I get another peel, I might do, but if I keep sort of regenerating my skin and just helping my skin, I feel like this will all sort of grow out, I suppose, if that's the right way to put it. But yeah, so that's the newest update. And I will show you when I'm all cooked. Final update time. So it's now been a couple of weeks and all of the skin has come off. Honestly, my skin feels so ridiculously smooth. You would have seen what it looked like before. Now you can still see some of the marks here. However, they're not as deep. So this, I've got a like actual spot though, but I think that's from going out like a few nights ago. So you can see all here, there's still a few marks, but they're nowhere near as bad as they were before. They're not lumpy, they're not anything like that. And then this side, pretty much the same. So most of it is freckles, to be honest. And these are like not lumpy, I can't really feel them. They kind of just feel like they're gonna grow out, if I'm honest. That was a spot when I had it done that doesn't seem to have gone away, but again, I think it would just go with time. And then, to be honest, it's just really smooth. As soon as I put my makeup on, it's absolutely flawless, like completely flawless, and I can't believe it. So I'm genuinely really, my hair is going everywhere, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely really surprised and pleased with the results. I'm probably going to do another one, and I've already spoken to them and they said it'd be beneficial to do another one, even though it obviously really hurts. And I'd say it takes about 2 weeks until your skin's back to normal. So allow for kind of 2 weeks, because this I can put makeup on and everything now and it's absolutely fine. And I'm not as worried about not having makeup on as I was before. So it has actually served a purpose, really. But yeah, I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. It's really not. But it is very good. And I think after another one, I'm not sure how long you have to leave it in between, but obviously check with your, if you're going to the same people as me, check with them. But if you're going somewhere else for it, just check with them how kind of soon you're allowed to have it afterwards, because I don't know obviously how many layers of your skin it can take off. So just check and make sure. But as soon as I can go back, I will be going back to get another one, because it just feels so good. It feels so soft and new. It feels like baby fresh, which is amazing. And yeah, I'm just really happy with it. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for anyone that sort of has bad skin or scarring or wants one of these facials. I will leave all of the details to where I go in the description box if you wanted to go there. If not, just look out for a sort of light TCA peel. Don't go medium or deep, because they're really deep. Unless you obviously want that, of course. But speak to them, whoever is doing it, whoever's running the clinic, and just go for a light TCA acid peel. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I am going to try and upload more as usual, so subscribe and like this video if you have liked it. And if there are any other treatments as well that you've had or you want to have that you think will be beneficial or you want to tell other people about, then make sure you leave it in the comments, because I'd love to hear it as well. Bye!
Twisting.
You better be filming, because I am not doing this again.